A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a bold move that has heightened tensions between the United States and Venezuela, President Donald Trump has confirmed that U.S. forces have successfully seized an oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela. This vessel, according to Attorney General Pam Bondi, was allegedly transporting sanctioned oil from Venezuela to Iran, marking a significant escalation in the already fraught relations between these nations. The operation involved a coordinated effort from various U.S. agencies, including the FBI and the Coast Guard, and was executed with military precision, showcasing a new level of U.S. intervention in Venezuelan affairs. The seized tanker reportedly held around 1.1 million barrels of oil, which the U.S. government claims is linked to the funding of narcoterrorism. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt stated, "We're not going to stand by and watch sanctioned vessels sail the seas with black market oil." This operation signals a shift in the U.S. strategy towards Venezuela, moving beyond previous measures that primarily targeted drug traffickers to a more aggressive stance against oil exports that are deemed to fund illicit activities. In response, Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro condemned the seizure, branding it an act of naval piracy. He asserted that the tanker was a civilian commercial vessel and accused the U.S. of conducting an unlawful operation in international waters. Maduro's outrage reflects the escalating tension not only with the U.S., but also highlights the support he continues to receive from allies like Russia. Following the operation, Russian President Vladimir Putin expressed his unwavering support for Maduro, pledging to maintain open communication between Moscow and Caracas. This support comes as Maduro faces increasing pressure from the U.S., and it suggests that the geopolitical stakes in the region are rising. Putin's commitment to backing Venezuela is seen as a strategic move to counter U.S. influence in Latin America, especially given the backdrop of ongoing conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East. As the situation unfolds, the U.S. has indicated that it is prepared to board more Venezuelan oil tankers in the future. This proactive stance is part of a broader strategy aimed at crippling the Venezuelan economy, which has already been severely impacted by U.S. sanctions. The implications of this strategy could lead to further escalations, not just with Venezuela, but also with other nations that support Maduro's regime. The seizure of the tanker is not just a tactical maneuver. It is emblematic of the larger geopolitical struggle between the U.S. and its adversaries. As the U.S. continues to grapple with its foreign policy objectives, the implications of military actions like these will likely reverberate throughout the region and beyond. Experts warn that such actions could provoke retaliatory measures from Venezuela and its allies, potentially destabilizing an already volatile region. In addition to the geopolitical ramifications, the domestic implications for the U.S. are also significant. Trump has framed the seizure as a necessary step to reduce drug trafficking and curb the flow of illegal substances into the U.S. This narrative plays into his broader agenda of ensuring national security and addressing the opioid crisis, which has plagued many American communities. Furthermore, the political landscape in the U.S. is also affected by these developments. With trade negotiations ongoing between the U.S. and China, the timing of this operation raises questions about the administration's focus and priorities. Critics argue that the aggressive stance towards Venezuela could detract from important diplomatic efforts elsewhere, particularly in relation to the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. As the world watches closely, the situation remains fluid. The potential for further military action looms large, and with it, the risk of escalating conflict in a region already fraught with tension. The coming weeks will be crucial in determining the trajectory of U.S.-Venezuela relations and the broader implications for international stability. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.